Wants to mess with you or not. The pitcher, Urias and Grandal, know that Lackey's on deck. And I would think the only time that Russell or even Madden would anticipate a safety squeeze is if the count were to go to 2-1 and you think you got a chance to pitch to him. Because 2-0 is more of a hitter's count.
That is hit deep to center. Back at the wall. It is gone. 4-0 Chicago. Russell breaks out.
Well, I mentioned earlier that they need a hero, and that is the one guy right there that can get it going for the Cubs. Russell. An elephant just came off his back. And for Dave Roberts, he's watched a bunch of dink hits off of Urias and one big blast.
Seager. But let's go back to the home run.
Well, the hitters count, and they chose to challenge him. I'm a little confused on why they would challenge him 2-0 with Lackey on deck, but he was ready and got it done. And Peterson almost didn't know the wall was there.
That's going to be it for Urias. It's a full count. Going to be a tough play. Kike Hernandez. He's going to go down to second. Russell as that ball gets away. Likely a hit and an error on Hernandez, who had no shot at Russell at first. And it's a single E4 on Kike Hernandez.
Now this ball, once it gets by Gonzalez, it hits Russell. That helps.
Well, now Montgomery is going to stay in the ball game with a runner at second and one out. Here's Addison Russell, a 2-run shot. Back in the 4th inning, a single and a run scored in the 6th. Another hit for Russell. His 3rd of the night, 3 for 5.
Another guy that's going to sleep pretty good tonight and actually look forward to the next game. And now he's hoping he gets a hit.
Strike one on Addison Russell. That was a big at bat and a big comeback in that at bat for Blanton. As Heyward, who got the start, Joe Madden had the option with Contreras in the outfield, but he stays with Heyward. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts tonight. The 0-1. High fly ball into center. The shortstop Russell. A big one. 2-run shot. 3-1 Chicago in the 6th. Biggest swing of that 22-year-old's life, and it's 3-1 Cubs in the 6th.
Well, he's seen nothing but sliders out of Maeda, making a slider away. And the first pitch was a slider. At some point, he was banking on the pitcher making a mistake.
That's high and tight, a full count.
Well, I watched Kershaw today earlier do his workout. This guy's one of the best you've ever seen, not only off the field, on the field, and being prepared. All the things he had to do to get back, and now, by the looks of it, trying to keep his team in a position to get to Game 7.
Another hit for Russell. red hot as he's on base for the third consecutive time. 2 hits tonight. He reached on it.
Kind of 2 leg drives, and the hitter sees the ball come on him. Even though it's straight, it gets on him and it's pinpoint. Then he throws that curveball, which he hasn't been able in 2 games now to have a feel for any touch near the strike zone.
Driven into the corner and left. Toles won't get there. Russell digging for 2. Another leadoff double. Is Addison Russell.
I don't think this slider turned the corner. Watch the spin. See how it stayed over the middle? And right now the leg kick and mechanics of Russell is more in tune than it was earlier in this series. There's the slider grip, there's the break, but it stays over the middle of the plate. And so that pitch has got to turn the corner for Clayton Kershaw. Everything's firm, everything's up, and the Cubs are up.
Albert Almora Jr. is getting better and better every day. Had to go to his left, spun through a strike. Lindor took care of the rest. And now Russell with the bases empty, 2 out. Gets a base hit into center. Just an easy swing by Addison Russell. And he hangs out a line drive into center field to keep the 4th inning alive. And that is all she wrote for Trevor Bauer. The pinky held up, the stitches held together, but Trevor will leave down 2-0, 1 on 2 out. McAllister's been getting ready. We're only in the 4th inning of Game 2 of this World Series.
That if he stays and goes the other way and doesn't open up, is going to have a carryover effect. And I think it already has. Here's the fly out. He stays and doesn't pull his shoulder out, stays on the ball, and then when he comes back in this inning, I think that's a byproduct of feeling good about the previous at bat. Those things can carry over for hitters, and he did a nice job by getting a hit and staying up the middle.
18
play. One of those things for Cub hitters tonight.
Now the 1-2. Russell drives one toward left center field, toward the gap. It's going to be a base hit. Gloved on one hop by Geyer. Long turn, big turn by Addison. Holds it first with a single. With 1 away, the Cubs have a man on, and the batter is Jason Heyward.
Well, another breaking ball. Addison stays back just enough on this one, but keeps his hands going through the zone and just shoots this ball into the gap in left center. Probably a good move by Addison not to try to take the extra base with the Cubs being down.
Trevor Brown of the Giants. James Shields went there. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball up the middle, base hit to center field. Russell waited back on a curveball. Didn't try to do too much. Just poked a single right past the legs of the pitcher Bauer. It's a 1-out single. Cubs get their first hit, and here is Jason Heyward.
Well, you just mentioned how important it could be for Addison to get that hit in his last at bat yesterday. The hit yesterday was on a breaking ball. This hit off Bauer.
In third, nobody out, a run in the bank. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Addison Russell. And the pitch by Bauer. Russell hits a chopper slowly. Rizzo heads home. He will score. Throw to first. Not in time. Infield single. Addison Russell. Rizzo scores. Cubs lead 2-1. Still nobody out in the inning.
It's a breaking ball to Addison down and away. And he just tops this ball down towards third. Ramirez charges. But because he took a couple extra steps back with 2 strikes, he comes in to charge this ball. He's got no play. Anthony got a great break off third to throw to first base, not even close. And Hattie with another base hit.
In the gaps.
Remember, the lead runner is Kyle Schwarber, coming off in-season knee surgery on his left knee. 2-0. High fly ball to left center. At the wall. Grand slam. 7-0 Chicago. Addison Russell came into this game over his last 8 hitting over 300. 2 huge home runs in the NLCS out in Los Angeles. And now a crushing grand slam here in the 3rd inning.
Well, he's in a box here with 2-0, and you see the sinker catches the middle, and that's all you got to look for as a hitter. Even though the bases were loaded, and it's a 2-0 count, you can never give in to the hitter. I'm sure he was trying to paint that a little bit, and he didn't. And all of Chicago heard this.
In the air to center, Naquin to his left, Chisenhall, neither one gets it. 1 run scores. Here comes Zobrist, throw home, safe as the ball gets away, and Russell ends up at 3rd. In a big misplay out in right center, it's 3-0.
You can see this right from the beginning. Watch Naquin. He's the captain. He's got to make the call, and he looks over to his teammate, and once he did that, neither one was in position to catch the ball, and then Zobrist taking no chances. You could see right there, Chisenhall's like, what are you doing? And then the catcher is absolutely fair game when he puts himself in the way of the plate. The throw took him that place. Half slide, half barrel. And 2 outs, nobody on. And the next thing you know, it's 3-0 Cubs. Wow.
Only because nobody touched it does it go down as a 2-run double for Addison Russell. Then the error on the second baseman Kipnis on the throw. Either could have caught it easily, and neither Chisenhall nor Naquin went for it.
And I think what Chisenhall did is kind of threw a deke indirectly to Naquin. When he goes in front of him and the ball's going to go over his head, Naquin thinks that he's got it. And so he gives up on it. Wow, what a tough break for the Indians.
Now runner at 3rd is Russell.